think I gotta scrunch down here to get in this shot. Oh, there we go. Okay, so back to the fresh leg of pork. I've taken it all apart. We saw that in last week's video, or a week before, whatever. And this week we're dealing with the sirloin tip, which I'm going to turn into a fresh ham. I'm sorry, not a fresh ham, a ham. I've got a brine on the stove, and I'm gonna go through that with you in a second. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna pan down and show you what we're talking about. In case you've forgotten, this is the sirloin tip off a fresh leg of ham. Right there. All right, folks, and now I'm going to take you over here and show you my brine setup. All right, again, we're dealing with a ham that I'm going to be pickling. To my boiling pickle, you can see here I've got two cups of salt, 1 cup of brown sugar, 9 tablespoons of pickling spice, which incorporates all of the spices that are in here, 1 tablespoon at a time. Pickling spice. A piece of star anise. I know it doesn't normally call for it in pickling spice, but I like it because it's kind of a licorice note to it. I don't have any cinnamon sticks, so I put in a tablespoon of cinnamon and fresh ground ginger. Now, the most important part that I want all of you to remember, is to make sure you use a preserving agent of some sort, whether it's this one or another one. It doesn't really matter. I'm not endorsed or sponsored by these people, so I don't really care which one you use, but just make sure you use one when you're pickling or curing any meats whatsoever, because botulism is no joke. All right, so that got a little less than a level teaspoon, because it calls for a level teaspoon per 5 pounds of meat, so I put in a little less than a level teaspoon. Again, I'm going to shock this. I'm going to bring it to a boil. It's already boiled. I'm going to shock it with 2 pounds of ice, and then it's going to go in a Ziploc bag with that piece of sirloin tip, and it's going to be marinated, or pickled rather, in my fridge for 5 to 7 days. Come on back next week and we'll check it out, give it a taste test, and I'll let you know how my homemade ham turned out. Anyway, in the meantime, thanks for sticking by, and stay hungry, you guys. I'll see you next week. I'll see you. It's going to be 5 days, but it's with the magic of editing, it's going to be like that. All right, good morning. Beautiful day after Christmas Day, Boxing Day. It's like -4 degrees Celsius out there. We're still getting snow, but I want to get this pot on the go. We've got, if you remember from the fresh leg of pork video, I took the sirloin tip out, and I had it in a brine for the past 7 days. And that's what this is. So we're going to get it in the crock pot today. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. I've just got some celery stalks in here. I'm just going to lay it down for a bit of a bed. And I've got a couple of big carrots. I'm going to break them and lay them down in there as well, just to cradle this thing. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get this. I decided to do the sirloin butt as well as the sirloin tip. Both, and they both smell amazing. And for my friends on the east coast of Canada, typically call this a jig's dinner, but it's typically made with beef navel. I'm going to use this brining liquid and some fresh water. But my friends on the east coast, typically Newfoundland, well, not just Newfoundland, but on the east coast of Canada, they call this a jig's dinner. It's typically made with beef navel. All right, so in 7 or 8 hours, we're going to have a beautiful sweet pickled cured sirloin tip leg of pork and the sirloin butt portion, basically a ham. So come on back for that and we'll give it a taste test. Thanks for coming back. Folks, I wish I could pat myself on the back. This is outstanding. You really have to do this for yourself. Any fresh pork cut will work with this method or this cook or this brine. The shoulder, the leg, even the loin, there's not a whole lot of fat on the loin, but I mean, this type of cook doesn't require a whole lot of fat anyway. Oh my God. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. This has been a great week-long video. I mean, through the magic of editing, it looks like it's only a few minutes long, but this is actually 5 to 7 days. I think it was 7 days that this was in the brine. And another 8 hours in the crock pot, or 9 hours in the crock pot. I can't even remember. I did it this morning. Took it out. I think it's 8 or 9 hours. But oh my God, it is fall apart tender. And my beautiful wife and I are about to have dinner. Thanks for hanging out. Please like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you next Thursday for another video. I'm gonna wrap all this pork leg thing up with a whiteboard. I'm gonna pull it all together with a whiteboard and show you the finances and show you how we saved money and the other various things that we can do with this, along with my pork carcass chart downstairs. So that'll be another video to come. But see you next Thursday for another one. And thanks very much for hanging out. Take care and stay hungry, you guys.